And, not to be outdone, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in WWE history, the Honky Tonk Man. And now one of the greats, WWE legend and host of Piper's Pit, Roddy Piper. And next, the $1 Million Man, you know him and love him, cocky Ted DiBiase. Alright, and up next, one half of the great tag team, the Bushwhackers, Bushwhacker Luke. And now coming out, one member of NWO, you know him as Big Sexy and Diesel, Kevin Nash. Alright, this is the panel for today's wrestlers. We're going to open it up to questions. In the center of the room, as you get called upon to come down, there'll be the mic and you can ask the question and these guys will answer them. Make sure you address who you're asking it to. Most of the questions we'll probably know, but be sure that when you're addressing a certain person to say a name. And we'll open it up now. Impromptu speaking, not good. If you want to go up to the speaker up there.
Hey, real cool talking to all of you, first off. Thanks for the fun years. This question is directed to Roddy. Roddy, obviously, one of the greatest heel runs, ever, but during the period where you switched over and after going into WrestleMania, then you switched to a face. Again, as one of the greatest heels of all time, do you think that the intensity of the character was the same after you switched to a face? Did you always feel that it was a little funner being a heel? And I guess that because the heel was, again, one of the greatest heels of all time, I guess that was my question. Do you think the intensity of the Roddy Piper character was the same when you had to turn face?
Baby faces are boring. The girls around the door that want to date baby faces, they want champagne. One's waiting for me, they want a date. I didn't change nothing. I was in Nassau, Fox and Mr. T, and they just started chanting my name. I think that the intensity is just something I can't control. You might have seen on the news, but
You're not the first for that.
No, I'm innocent. But no, I think other than sometimes holding back a little bit, I don't, I'm a born heel, like you guys call it. Real terminology is rough. Clean rough. I was just born that way. It's a lot more fun, and I'm better at it. I'm much better at it. I'm not much good at smiling. I've been fired 5 times, so obviously the man doesn't feel good.
And real quickly to Kevin Nash, looking back at the wars, WCW and WWE, are you still friends these days with Eric Bischoff? Do you guys still talk?
I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah, I mean, I consider him a friend. He made me rich, so. I don't have a problem.
Thanks, guys.
We have one late addition to the panel, another portion of the NWO X-Pac.
Hey guys, you know, if we could just kind of go down the line here maybe quickly and just, you were all so huge, a big part of some great years, 80s, 90s, great years of wrestling. Can you tell us how much fun it was? I know it was a lot of work and a lot of bumps and bruises along the way. You guys must have had fun. And if you could just tell us a little bit, take us into those years behind the curtain, and you know, keep it PG rated, and just tell us some of the things that you really enjoyed. I mean, seeing the fans or whatever, or G rated maybe, or PG-13, or whatever. Have fun.
You're first. You're on the.
I'm first. Y'all can hear me okay?
Yeah.
You need him on microphone? Yeah. How am I supposed to do this and keep it PG?
I see kids over here. That's
I see them too, so I'm going to keep plugging ears.
earmuffs.
Look, hey, our job is the toughest job in the world. Bottom line, 360 days a year, you know, out on the road, away from the families, everything like that. But I can honestly tell you that, especially with my friend Cav here, Scott Hall, all the D-Generation X stuff is the greatest time of my life. Like, you know, you can sit here and complain, but honest to God, every one of us up here has been blessed by God to be able to entertain people. And you know, after the show is over, you know, we have a lot of fun. You know, I mean, we travel the world, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of beautiful ladies out there, and I have very few regrets. That's all I can say. And I just want to say thank you for everybody coming, by the way.
I think for me, you know, it kind of started when the Monday Night War started. For some reason, all of a sudden, there was beer in the locker room. And I think that the biggest thing is I know I had a good time. I just can't remember half of it. But no, it's a hell of a run. I mean, I don't think there's anything more empowering probably for us than when you're in front of 20,000 people and you hear the first note of your music and there's that pop from the crowd and there's that second pop when you come through the curtain. And I think that's one of the reasons why we continue to do it, because there's nothing like it. That the emotion of the fans and that electric ability is just it's like no other drug. And I know that's why at 50 I'm still doing it. So.
You're 50.
So no, but and as he said, you know, thank you guys so much for your support throughout the years.
Yeah, as Kevin said, it's great to walk out in front of all those fans. And one of the biggest thrills I got was at Wembley Stadium when Butch and me walked out and there was 94,000 people there. They had them screaming, the electricity. And it was you guys that did this for us. And that. Look, we had a crazy gimmick. We were hardcore before with NWA and Vince. There's another story when we went to Vince's office and Butch jumped up on Vince's desk and he said to Vince, he put his nose about that far away from Vince's nose and he said, if you can make these faces loved, go ahead and do it. And boy, us Kiwis have got big noses. Look sideways. We'll work our nose in someone else's business. Anyhow, my partner would love to be here today, but he's back in New Zealand just about to have a hip operation. So he says hi to all you guys out there too. Anyhow, back when I said this to Vince, Butch said this to Vince, can you make these faces? And Vince says, I can do anything. Of course, he was Caesar, so he said yes. He made some vignettes of the Bushwhackers. Well, we didn't even know we were the Bushwhackers then. We did some crazy gaga, put it on television. Next minute, we were marching around like, as Mean Gene would say, we were marching idiots. And the governor of Minnesota. Look at those marching idiots. Those marching idiots marched around and lit some heads and made some money. And we had a great time doing it.
It's great to see all you people out here, but the gimmick, the $1 Million Man, was one of the greatest gimmicks ever in the history of wrestling. But it was so good that I can remember the first time in Battle Creek, Michigan, when they made a little black kid stand about 10 years old. They made him dribble a basketball 10 times. Little kid got up, 1, 2, 3.